Morning. So today is my last training day of reconstructive. So yesterday another thing had happened that I didn't talk about. So I've been having feelings for this new woman in my life, about whom I've had so many visions, so many feelings that popped up, right? And like I literally saw us getting married. I saw us like drawing up the marriage contract, getting kids, living together, introducing to my mother, like introducing her with a baby to my mother. Like it all felt so real because it's like it was energetic. It was as if from an energetic realm, the energy and the visions, it was like involuntary law of attraction. You know, when you try to visualize things and try to make them come true, it was like it was coming from out of the ether, the cosmos, through my crown chakra and in my body. And now I have this deep desire or longing to be with that woman, to have all those experiences. It's like I feel that's what life in me is longing for. But I know, of course, that the circumstances are that we are not in that close of a relationship, and I don't know what will happen, and my mind is freaking out. So I've let her know my feelings. I let her know that this is how I feel. In the beginning, I was resisting it. I was resisting how I felt because I didn't want to fall in love again, because I've had a really long and complicated relationship with a lot of layers of love and trust and empathy and self-betrayal, martyrdom, trying to save somebody, unworthiness, like so many different layers. And it was an amazing love story. Ever since I was a kid, I loved Titanic. I loved seeing that story of Jack and Rose falling in love and running away together, and like choosing their love above their old life, all the things that were constricting them. And I love that idea. I dreamt about it. I thought, I wish this happened to me. It was a deep desire to, and it never happened until it did. And when it did, it was amazing. The first 2 years were beautiful. It was the most life-giving experience I ever had. But then it all changed. And after that, it's like I learned a lesson that I shouldn't give myself like that again, because it was painful at a certain time. It was painful for the ego. And I saw that I used the relationship to grow myself spiritually, but my partner wanted to use the relationship to let's say, so that I was the perfect husband, giving her what she always wanted and desired, right? So she never was interested in working through her own things. So now with this new woman, there was this fear because the feelings were coming up and I didn't know how to feel about this. I don't really want this. But then I acknowledged, okay, this is what is real in me. Cannot deny it. I have these feelings. And then I told her about it. I'm having these visions, I have these feelings. I don't expect anything from you. I just want you to know, I want you to get to know you better. And oftentimes now, I have this urge, this almost like inner calling or longing to connect with her. And every time there's this hesitation, I shouldn't call her, like she's so busy, I shouldn't, but I feel the longing, like call her now, like reach out. And then it's like my ego or my mind is like, you already done what you needed to do, you made your position clear. Now it's all about waiting. Wait and see if she will come or not, because she told you, I will see how I feel and I will let you know. And she didn't let me know, but it's okay. My mind is reacting a little bit, I think. And yesterday when I was going home from the training, what I noticed that was really interesting, there was this, all of a sudden, this awareness of my inner child. In my heart, I felt this deep sadness. And I thought, why do I feel sad? It was such a great day, such a great training, such great experiences. But the child, I saw myself as a kid in my heart, crying, saying, I want her attention. I want her to love me. I want her to love me. And I saw him, and I was like, as an adult, hey, you don't need anybody's love. Nobody can give you the love that you want or that you need, because you don't really need it, right? You already are whole. You already are complete. You don't need something out there. There was a hurt. There was a hurt because in the past, the mother didn't give that. So now there was this feeling that I need to make up for that experience. And so there was this hurt. And I said, nobody can love you like you need, but only I can. I can love you like that. So I hugged him, and he was like, no, I want her to love me. I want her attention. She's so beautiful. She's so angelic. She's so da-da-da-da. And I saw the stubbornness of the child. I felt the stubbornness of the feeling. And it was understandable. But I just stayed with it patiently and let him know, no other person can give you what they don't have. And no other person can give you what you need. Right? I can only give you what you need. We are responsible for our own wholeness. And they are responsible for their own wholeness. You want freedom, right? Do you like what somebody doesn't allow you to be free? It's like, yeah. Like, you need to permit the other person to also be free. To allow them to make the choice, because if you feel, if somebody's forcing you, how do you like it? And he didn't like it. And I'm like, why would you force somebody else to behave a certain way then? And he calmed down, and there was just this sadness. It was because of this sadness that he was overwhelmed, and he wanted to reach for that completeness. He wanted to reach for that warmth and that love and that attention, that almost motherly love and attention. And I just held him tight, and I felt this. My heart was pulsating with warmth and love. I just felt such deep compassion for the human experience. And I realized this kind of thing, a lot of people must have that. And this made me understand how important inner child work is. Not for another person, not for some kind of, make yourself more attractive or, growing up or whatever. It's all about becoming aware of your own wounds and tending to them, caring for them, and being with them. And this is really heart's work, the work of the heart. And it's beautiful work. But it is challenging. It is challenging because it is a bit overwhelming. It can be overwhelming, especially in the beginning. I mean, if you've never been aware of this dimension of life, this dimension of feelings, and all of a sudden you start to experience this, it feels like such like an overwhelming wave of emotions, and like this was all the time here under the carpet. Holy moly. So, yeah, to be in love without attachment is a beautiful thing. It's really a life experience that is like you live love. You don't need or crave love. You live love. It's such a beautiful experience. There's this quote from Anthony de Mello that I really like. He says, "You're never in love with anybody. You're only in love with the hopeless idea of who that person is, with the hopeful idea of who that person is. Are you really in love? How come you fall out of love? Because your idea changed, right? So unconsciously, you have this idea that this person will give me what my mother never gave me. You have this idea that this person will take care of me, will love me in ways that I was never loved. Give me the warmth, give me the intimacy that I never got. Unconsciously, it's all there. And that's why there's the projection on that person that she's embodying those qualities that I need. Yeah, I'm really curious to see how this develops. But take it one day at a time and be gentle with yourself.